Hello, my name's Henry Wood. I'm one of the course leads for the Medicine MRes here at the University of Leeds, and I'd like to spend the next few minutes telling you a little bit about our course. So the main aim of the MRes is for you to become an exceptional researcher. It's that word research that's the point of difference between an MRes and a more traditional MSc degree. In an MSc, you might learn about a biochemical pathway or disease progression, but in an MRes, you learn about research, how to do research. So we embed you in a research group where you do a substantial research project. So who is this course for? Essentially, this course is designed for people who would like to pursue a lifelong career in academic medical research. So it might be science graduates, so they may be looking to do a PhD and they want experience of active research culture. So we embed them in a research group where they get to experience research culture firsthand. Or it might be integrating medical students who, in the short term, they'll be looking to qualify as a doctor, but more long term, they might want to be an academic clinical fellow. And this course is run a lot like a mini PhD, so you're embedded in a research group day in, day out. And as such, it's a useful stepping stone towards a PhD project. PhD applicants, they're all clever, they all have good grades, but the point of difference might be experience or enthusiasm. And as you've been embedded in a research group for a long time, you know how research works, how science works, and you might stand out as an applicant in a PhD. So how does the course run? So front and center, we ask you to design and undertake a substantial piece of publishable research. So you're embedded in a research group, 9 months, 9 to 5, day in, day out. There's a huge range of research opportunities to choose from, and there's a link at the end of this talk about the range of them. They cover the range of medical research all the way from very basic science, such as biochemical analysis of cell lines, all the way through to patient experience, so interviewing people in their homes about their treatment, and everything in between, such as bioinformatic analysis of sequence data, virtual reality headsets to help with treatment, going through patient records to spot trends over decades. So it really does cover the whole range of medical research. And if you'd like to do a project that's not on the list, we're very open to self-designed projects. So if you're able to find a supervisor who can supervise the things you want to do, then that's fine. We'll open to that as well. So by doing the project, you learn firsthand the cause and consequences of disease, and you'll grow your specialist skills and hopefully improve the lives of patients. So the rest of the course, so the formal teaching, isn't about specific scientific facts. It's about how research works, how to understand research. So you'll get to understand the different approaches to medical research, so how the different studies work, how they all fit together. You'll learn how your research project and others fit in with the wider scientific community, so how science works as an industry. You'll learn how research is presented to the world. So we teach you how to analyse papers, how to spot good research from bad, how to link these all together in a literature review. You'll get to find out how studies are carried out, which findings are made public, and why. So we get to understand how science works as an industry, we get to go behind the scenes, we get to find out how collaborations evolve, how trials are organised, how methodology is developed. So the course structure is a little bit different from a normal degree. So most of the time you're not having lectures, you're not in a lecture theatre learning from someone talking at the front of a room, you're learning it by doing it. And because you're embedded in a research group, we don't follow standard term dates. So you write a proposal in September, you hand in your project report in June, and whilst we check up on you during the year, most of the time it's up to you to organise how you run your life. So you sit down with your supervisor, you plan your experiments, you analyse your data, you plan your next experiments. So you really are living as if you are a professional scientist. Because the research project is so big, it gives you opportunities that you might not get in a standard degree. So you get to experience firsthand a high quality research environment where you're working day in, day out with the leaders in the field. You get to do a substantial piece of independent research, which is a useful thing to have, a good experience to have as you go forward in your career. It also gives you networking opportunities. So you're working day in, day out with the important people in your field. You get to know them, they get to know you. Maybe in a few years' time, they'll be the sorts of people offering you jobs. Because the project is so big, it gives you a lot more opportunities for publications than you might ordinarily get. So indeed, many of our students in the past have gone on to publish part of their MRes in a scientific paper. You also get plenty of opportunities for conference attendance, and every year a few of our students go to national and international conferences where they present posters and do oral presentations. And again, this is a really good experience to have going forward. So there's lots of places to get further information. So the email address here is the admissions email where you can contact us with any queries you have about the degree. The first link is the course page where you can find out the entry criteria, language requirements, and how to apply. And the link at the bottom is the research projects where you can see the projects that are available. And I really do advise you to browse it and see if anything takes your fancy. And with that, I'll finish and say thank you for listening, and please do get in touch.